This is the Wallke X3 Pro electric bike. And let me start by telling you, this bike is a complete powerhouse. From the very first moment I unboxed it, I could tell it was built for performance and durability. The robust design, those fat 26-inch tires, and the solid aluminum frame immediately grabbed my attention. I was curious if it could live up to all the hype about its power and range, especially given its 2,000-watt dual motors and the long-lasting battery. So here's my honest take after trying it out extensively. When it comes to the look of the Wallke X3 Pro, it's sleek but still means business. The fat tires give it a very rugged appearance, signaling that it's ready to handle just about any terrain you might throw at it. The aluminum frame feels sturdy without looking bulky, and the foldable design is such a thoughtful touch, especially for someone like me, who doesn't have endless storage space. Even though the bike is about 87 pounds, I found the foldability really made it more manageable when it wasn't in ride mode. Now let me tell you about the ride itself. The first time I hopped onto the X3 Pro and turned on the dual motors, the power really caught me off guard. With up to 2,000 watts combined, it almost felt like I was riding a small motorcycle. It's got a kick to it, especially when climbing hills or accelerating quickly. I didn't have to worry about struggling on steep inclines or uneven surfaces because the torque is just incredible. It makes city commutes a breeze and opens up the ability to tackle tougher terrains like trails, dirt paths, and even loose gravel. The 26-inch tires are fat, and I mean that in the best way possible. They're 4 inches wide, so they provide amazing stability and traction, even on roads that are wet or uneven. From my experience, these tires really make a difference when it comes to comfort. You don't feel all those little bumps and cracks on the road as much as you would with a standard bike. Combined with the dual suspension system, which, by the way, absorbs shocks like a dream, you're looking at a genuinely smooth and comfortable ride, whether you're hitting city streets or venturing off-road. The battery life is another thing that absolutely stood out to me. The X3 Pro has a 48-volt 20-hour removable battery hidden neatly in the frame, providing 1,056 watt-hours of energy. On a single charge, I was consistently able to get over 70 to 80 miles when using pedal assist, and about 45 to 50 miles when relying more on the throttle. And yes, it does take longer to fully charge compared to smaller batteries, but in my opinion, the trade-off is entirely worth it for the range you get. Plus, the fact that the battery is removable made charging a lot easier for me. You can just take it off, plug it in at home or work, and not have to wheel the whole bike to a power outlet. Let's talk about control and safety for a moment. The hydraulic disc brakes with 4-piston calipers gave me confidence in every situation, whether I was riding at high speeds or going downhill. They're responsive and give you that immediate stopping power you need, especially when navigating crowded streets or slippery areas. The full-color LCD display is another great feature. It's bright and easy to read, even on sunny days. I could quickly check my speed, battery level, and distance without fumbling or taking too much attention away from the road. What really surprised me was the smart tech in this bike. It's loaded with features like app control, GPS navigation, and even anti-theft functionalities. At first, I wasn't sure if these were features I would even use, but they actually turned out to be super handy. The app makes it easy to track your rides, and the GPS navigation is a lifesaver if you're trying new routes or exploring areas you're not familiar with. The anti-theft feature also adds an extra layer of reassurance, especially if you need to leave the bike outdoors while running errands. So let's touch on one or two things I was initially concerned about. The weight is pretty substantial at 87 pounds, and I was worried it might make the bike feel less agile. But to be honest, I didn't feel weighed down during rides, because the power from the motors easily offsets the added bulk. However, when you're lifting or folding it, the weight becomes noticeable, especially if you're someone who needs to carry it upstairs. Another thing I noticed is that while most of the bike comes pre-assembled, it's not entirely ready to go right out of the box. I had to spend a bit of time adjusting a few parts like the handlebars and pedals. Luckily, the instructions are straightforward, and the included toolkit is helpful. But if you're not someone who's used to putting things together, it might feel a little intimidating at first. In my opinion, the Wallke X3 Pro really sets itself apart because of how versatile and reliable it is. I'd recommend this for anyone who's looking for a powerful and long-range electric bike that can handle different terrains with ease. Whether you're commuting to work, going on weekend adventures, or just looking for a fun way to explore your local trails, this bike has got you covered. It's perfect for riders who are serious about performance and don't mind investing in something that's built to last. From my experience, the durability of this bike is worth mentioning too. After putting it through some pretty rough conditions, muddy trails, potholes, and even light rain, it held up beautifully. The aluminum frame shows no signs of wear, and the fat tires seem almost immune to wear and tear as well. Regular maintenance like checking the tire pressure and cleaning the chain is essential, but that's pretty standard for any bike. In conclusion, if you're considering upgrading to an electric bike and want something high-performing, durable, and versatile, the Wallke X3 Pro should definitely be on your radar. It's powerful, reliable, and packed with features that make riding not only enjoyable, but also incredibly convenient. I can honestly say that riding this bike has been one of the most fun and practical experiences I've had in a while. If you've got any questions or thoughts about the Wallke X3 Pro, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'd love to help you out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more reviews and content like this. Thank you for watching.